Kleiner Schwarzer, Grosser Schwarzer, Kleiner Brauner, Einspanner, Melange, Kapuziner, Mozart coffee.
The coffee names in Austria are different and the whole coffee thing here is absolutely different. Viennese coffee house culture is even protected by UNESCO. Same organization protects, for example, pyramids in Egypt or Colosseum in Rome. What's so special about coffee in Vienna? Why coffee house culture can be World Heritage at all? To understand that, let's dive into the history of coffee a little bit.
Let's find this out. Coffee grown worldwide has its roots in the forests of the Ethiopia. The legend says the gold herder discovered the potential of these beloved beans. And then the Arabs became the very first to start roasting and grinding coffee beans to brew them up with hot water. But Vienna wasn't the first city in history with a coffee house. There were several coffee houses in Mecca as early as 12th century. To Europe, coffee first came through the port of Venice. But in Vienna, coffee houses became part of the culture. When the Ottoman Empire tried to conquer Vienna in the 16th century, the Austrians eventually sent the invaders back. Huge amounts of coffee beans were left behind the Turkish army. Initially, Austrians thought it's some camel food, but there was one Ukrainian/Polish guy, Jerzy Franciszek Kulczycki, I'm sorry for my pronunciation. He knew what to do with this coffee bean. The legend says he started the first the first coffee house. It's a beautiful legend, but the research says that it's not particularly true. Before Mr. Kulczycki opened the first coffee house, there actually have been already coffee houses in Vienna, but the legend is beautiful. So nevertheless, in the beginning, Europeans didn't like the bitter taste of the coffee, and after a number of experiments, Pan Kulczycki added some sugar and milk to the Turkish-style coffee, and the Viennese coffee tradition was born. And coffee houses began to pop up rapidly. Interesting fact that before coffee and tea became a thing, Europeans used to drink alcohol a lot. There was not much option to it, really. Even kids used to consume some amounts of alcohol because it was believed that it's killing microbes. And, it really does. Just imagine what caffeine did to Europe. It increased people's productivity. It accelerated minds. People became free from their natural body rhythms and the sun. Different kinds of work were born. It's even difficult to imagine an industrial revolution without coffee. And come on, in English there is even a phrase to express the break in work. It's called coffee break.
And Vienna, what's so special about coffee house culture here in particular? What makes simple coffee drinking here so special that it is even protected by UNESCO? So the first coffee house opened in Vienna 300 years ago. Cafes have been a meeting spot for artists, writers and different intellectuals. In modern terms, Viennese coffee house is more like a pub where you go to socialize, or a co-working space, but old way. People come here to socialize, read, debate, discuss things, and everything for a price of a single cup of coffee. The main thing here, it's not a quick grab and go with a plastic cup of coffee where your name is misspelled. Viennese coffee houses enable you to experience the process of preparing, serving, and simply enjoying the coffee. It's a very slow process, very similar to meditation. Everything with the splendid architecture and decor of the centuries-old buildings. And feel free to order just one cup of coffee and stay as long as you want. Even if there is a huge line of tourists as you, no one will rush you out. By the way, coffee is always served with a glass of water. Simple tap water, same as I have at home, but it's such a good quality alpine water coming straight from the mountains. It tastes really good and it's free and it's a really good old tradition. So how to coffee the Viennese way? In a way, you don't even need to come to Vienna to do the Viennese coffee houses. It's just an art of slowing down to find just 10 minutes in your life for such a simple thing as just a cup of coffee. Not a plastic cup, not on the go, you focus on this. Want to try Viennese coffee in Vienna? Come and try yourself.
Actually, there is no Vienna coffee in Vienna. Austrians don't call it like that, they call it Einspanner. If you'd like a single espresso, request Kleiner Schwarzer. For double, it's Grosser Schwarzer. If you prefer a small container of milk with that espresso, ask for Kleiner Brauner or Grosser Brauner. A local favorite is Melange, which is basically cappuccino.